Hey guys, I just thought I would post a quick blog about something that actually really bugs the shit out of me. Now some of you might not think it's that bad of a thing, but I think it's a big issue with some parents. Now I don't have any kids of my own, so I know most of them are going to be like, well, you don't have any kids, so you don't know what you're talking about, blah blah blah. But here's the thing. First off, this was brought to me by my manager, actually, because she's got 2 daughters, and she actually saw this one episode of 2020, and it's about childbirth and whatnot. Well, the strangest thing that I think is so wrong about it is the whole thing with breastfeeding. Now, it sounds really bad for people who live here, where I live at, because of the fact that I grew up in Virginia Beach, and this one chick, okay, she's got like 3 kids. One of them I think is 14, the other one's 9, and then the other one is 6. And she lives in Virginia Beach. So that just kind of makes it worse. But she's still breastfeeding her 6-year-old son. I'm like, what the fuck is that shit? I mean, why would you breastfeed your child when they're old enough to, like, I don't know, eat solid foods? I mean, I'm actually looking at the comments right here, and somewhere, where is it? Okay, this is from somebody who said this. Okay, the girl's name is Robin Paul. So, of course her last name is Paul. So it says, Paul said she usually breastfeeds Tyronin, whatever the kid's name is, at home when he needs comforting. Does this mean she sometimes breastfeeds the young man everywhere else? How creepy would it be walking into a restaurant or other public place and seeing this? Teeth are nature's way of telling you it's time to stop breastfeeding. Even my cat knows that. When the child is old enough to talk about it, it's way past time to stop. I totally agree. Again, I know there's people that do this, and they're like, well, you don't have any kids, so you can't say shit, blah blah blah. I don't care if I have kids or not. There's somebody else up here who says that they don't even have any kids, and they can think of a couple of ways to comfort kids. And a lot of people were saying that they, I don't know, well, like somebody said 6 years old, no, 2 years at most, you know. And a lot of people said that she's doing it for herself. She's not doing it for her child. I kind of agree with my manager. She said something about she thinks it's some kind of child neglect. Or, not really neglect, but some type of child abuse. To a certain extent, I agree, like I said. I don't think there's anything wrong with breastfeeding. Okay, more power to you if you do. I can't. Whenever I have children, I can't do it because I take medication for epilepsy, so I can't do it. But more power to you if you breastfeed your kid. That's cool and everything. I don't think there's anything wrong with it. I don't have a problem with it. But what I do have a problem with is people who sit there and breastfeed their kids till they're like almost 8 years old. There was some chick in like England who still breastfeeds her daughter, and she's like 8 years old. What the fuck is wrong with you? Why would you do that to your kid? I mean, if they're eating foods, solid foods already, just stop. Don't give them any more, nurturing, as you want to call it. Fuck that. I mean, it's stupid. Why would you let your kid, pardon the expression, suck on your chest when they're old enough to be eating solid foods? I mean, if, like somebody said, when they've got teeth, first off, it could hurt because they could bite you and everything, but I just think it's kind of disgusting. Again, I'm going to repeat myself again. There's nothing wrong with breastfeeding. As I said, I think it's cool. I think it's a good idea that people do that, unless they can't, like myself, whenever we have them. But there's a certain point where you have to stop. Okay? Like somebody said, the maximum that you should breastfeed your kid is at least 2 years old. Okay? Not 6 years old or 8 years old. 8 years old is fucking ridiculous. What the fuck is it gonna be like when they get older? What happens when they decide they fall in love with somebody when they get older and they want to marry them? What the fuck is gonna happen then? I'm pretty sure your saggy boobs are going to be breastfeeding them when they're like 21. What the fuck's wrong with you? Anyway, that's just my issue I have on it. If I have anything else to talk about, I've got today. We'll see, today and tomorrow. At least until tomorrow night, because Zach's going to be, he took his mom's dog back today, so I have the house to myself. Yay! Anyway, so I'm gonna go. And just give me your input on this. I think it's ridiculous to feed your kids breast milk at the age of 6. 2 maybe is okay. 2 is pushing it, but 6 years old, there's something fucking wrong with you if you're still doing it by then. And definitely by 8 years old. Anyway, so I guess I'll talk to you guys later. Leave me comments on it. I mean, I want to know your opinion on it. Do you think that it's a good idea to keep breastfeeding somebody, some kid, or your kid, until they're like 6 or 7 years old? Or do you think that you should stop at a certain point? And if so, when should you stop? Anyway, so I think she probably brainwashed her kid. Anyway, so I'm going to go and I'll talk to you guys later before I start repeating myself again. Alright, bye guys.